Welcome back, and I was setting something pretty interesting the other day to try out, and at first I was kind of like, I don't know about this, kind of unsure what I thought about it until I tried it. Stronghand sent me this little wire feeder, and they sent it to me, in all transparency. I didn't pay for this, but it's a pretty cool little device, especially if you have some kind of dexterity issue, or if you have carpal tunnel where you can't hardly close your hand very well. You bend this however much tension you want on the wire. I kind of like the fact it's got this little magnet on it that allows it to stick, because I almost took the magnet off at first, and I'm like, why do I need the magnet? I mean, it's made to, your hand fits right into it, and then you just roll it across. Your hand isn't closed, and when you're done, you just stick it back down to wherever. But I know my father had carpal tunnel so bad he can hardly close his hands at times, especially with the thinner gloves. It's worked really well. All right, so it's got these holes in it that you can bend this to put any kind of tension you want. And then there's these little rollers on here that's got a groove that keeps that wire centered so that as it goes through there. And it's real easy once you push the wire through and it gets on those rollers. Now this is a 45, and if you need more tension on it, you just merely bend these back a little bit, and it puts just a little bit more tension onto it. So once again, we were sent this from Stronghand to try out. We didn't buy it. At first I thought it was a little gimmicky. Yeah, I get it. But if you're having a hard time closing your hand or have a hard time feeding, especially if you're just beginning and you're trying to figure out how to get the dabs right, instead of when you're trying to feed and get the dabs right, and get the cadence going for the dab, wouldn't be a bad way to start. I think it's like $35, so you're not really spending a ton of money. And if your hands are hurting, maybe something worth a try. I've been sent other things like this in the past, never really cared for them. I've only been using this now for a couple hours. I tried some practice plates before this, and I missed a couple dabs in the weld. It wouldn't take a whole lot of work to clean that up, but overall, I don't know, fairly easy to use. Definitely worth a shot. So I'll leave an Amazon link in the descriptions so you can go check it out. Once again, for $30-some, not a bad one to try. And if your hand's not hurting afterwards, well, that's not a bad thing either. And I'll see you here for some projects where you could use something like this.